Yo, what the deal? This is Dr. McGee, man. I'm just real quick. I just want to come do a video, and there's a lot going on, and I think there's a couple things that we need to start to think about. Um, as parents, we really got to become re-engaged with school, right? Re-engaged with education. For a long time, we put so much emphasis on the teacher doing the work. And we know it takes all of us. And if you don't believe that, from March 13th until the end of the school year, you had a perspective as a parent sitting in the driver's seat as teacher, in many cases with your child, on what this looks like, what education feels like, what it smells like, what it tastes like. And in some cases, you might have felt like a substitute teacher. You might have felt like a classroom teacher, a subject matter expert, whatever the case may be. You had a taste of what it's like to be re-engaged into education, the education world. Um, and as we move forward with schools starting to open, schools that are going to starting online, schools that are developing a hybrid model. Some of you had a luxury of keeping your kids home and working through this process. Some of you, both parents are working, um, and it's going to be tough for you to afford to keep your kids at home. But I'm telling you, there's nothing more important than sewing into your kids, putting energy into your kids right now. And I get that this might be a very difficult time to do it, but I'm saying do it. Do it. And the best way to do it is to one, dive in. And that's the best way for me, right? But there's another way for people who like to plan. If you have to plan for this, start planning right now. Start putting the things in place right now for you to be successful at this transition, whether your school is going to be virtual, in person, or hybrid, whatever the case may be. Put it together now. For those of you that are just, upset about the fact that you may not be in school, start tackling it now, heads on. But you might not know what to do, so don't just start running forward, running toward the trying to solve the problem with no real solution. What you need to do is come up with a plan in which you're going to execute um, some steps and figure out what it is you need to do. And many of us don't know. We don't know. And that's why in my stories I put in the assessment. Take the assessment. Figure out what kind of parent you are, how you operate, so you know how to move. And when you're moving in the most efficient and effective way instead of moving haphazardly, right? Take your time and do it the way that best suits how you operate on a day-to-day basis. And if you need help with that, that's what I'm here for, right? So it's your parents' favorite principal, it's your principal's favorite principal. This is Dr. McGee saying, figure out how you're going to move forward with this as a parent. You have to. There's no options. You have to make a decision. And you may not know how you make a decision. So let's make one, make it smart, make it happen. Don't make any excuses. All right? I love you. Hit me up, and I can help you with that assessment.